G'day guys, and welcome to this episode of Aussie English. Today is going to be another slang term. This one's going to be one that ends in IE instead of O, which is Barbie. Can you guess what word this is a slang term for? A Barbie. The Barbie. Barbecue. So BBQ you may see every now and then as an abbreviation for barbecue, or the word written completely out as barbecue. But most Australians, at least those who use a lot of slang, will often just refer to a barbecue as a Barbie. Often Barbie can refer to the actual barbecue, so the actual piece of equipment used to cook meat and to cook other things like tomatoes and potatoes, other food that you will eat normally during a lunchtime or arvo event in the arvo with your family. You'll often be drinking beer or wine. You might have football on in the background. You might be having a Barbie whilst camping. You might be having a Barbie whilst you're at the beach. It's something you would often do in summer, not so much in winter. But Barbie can also refer to the event. So if you invite someone over to your house for a Barbie, it means that you're going to use the barbecue to cook food for lunch or for a meal in the arvo. So that's what a Barbie is. A Barbie is either the piece of equipment or it's the event itself, the lunchtime or early afternoon event where you barbecue a lot of food. And one common stereotype expression is throw another shrimp on the Barbie, or slide another shrimp on the Barbie, I think it is. And this one originates, I believe, from an ad in the 1980s where a famous Australian actor named Paul Hogan, who is the main actor in all of those Crocodile Dundee films. If you haven't seen those, I really recommend you do. They'll be full of Australian slang that he uses in the films. So those films are based on an Australian man from the outback, from the bush, who falls in love with an American woman, and they have all sorts of adventures in both the Australian outback and then back in the US in New York when she takes him back to America. So Paul Hogan, the actor, was in an ad, I believe in the 1980s, which was used to try and get Americans to come to Australia as tourists. So he was in that ad behind a Barbie, probably in the afternoon, in the arvo, and his line was something along the lines of, throw another shrimp on the Barbie, or slip another shrimp on the Barbie. Anyway, I'll see if I can find that ad and post it when I post this podcast. That's the word Barbie. Till next time, guys, have a good one.